So the agreement that we reached last week was very positive. And interestingly, Singapore, because it is an oil hub, has been in a position to be able to replace the fuel that was meant to come from the Gulf, from Africa and from the Americas. And that's why they're very confident going forward and have continued to provide supply. They supply about 25% of our refined products.
Australia is scouring the globe to keep the country moving, as the war in Iran forces a dramatic shift in how we secure our diesel. Shipping data has revealed a massive logistical scramble, with tankers now hauling fuel to our shores from the United Kingdom, the United States, Oman, and West Africa. In one of the most striking examples of this shift, a single tanker is currently making its way from Southwold in the UK all the way to Brisbane. That vessel is expected to be at sea for 45 days, covering nearly 29,000 kilometres at roughly the pace of a cyclist, before it finally arrives on May 2nd. Ordinarily, Australia relies on much closer neighbours like Singapore and South Korea for the 90 million litres of diesel we need every single day. But with those regional refineries disrupted by the conflict, we are now forced to look toward the Atlantic and the US Gulf Coast to keep our trucks, mines, and farms running. While April has seen a phenomenal influx of over 100 shipments, experts are sounding the alarm over what happens when we hit May. Macquarie University's Dr. Lurian de Mello says there are serious doubts about whether Asian refineries can maintain supply if they remain cut off from Middle Eastern crude oil.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of running out of supply options coming from Asia. So Americans are sending large amounts of cargoes. Some of them are coming in April and some are coming in May as well.
This has already led to an increasing reliance on the United States, with 5 separate shipments booked for next month to fill the gap. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is currently in Southeast Asia, attempting to shore up these vital connections, striking a deal with Singapore to swap Australian LNG for refined fuel. But if our neighbours can't access the raw product through the Strait of Hormuz, that strategy may face significant hurdles. The crisis is also creating some uncomfortable ethical dilemmas. To stabilise global markets, the US has eased sanctions on Russian oil, which is now flowing heavily into Asia. Dr. de Mello suggests this likely means Australia has been inadvertently buying fuel derived from Russian oil for months, effectively helping to fund the invasion of Ukraine. It's a stark reminder of the reality of the current energy market. As regional supplies tighten, Australia is having to take its fuel from wherever it can get it.
Crude oil has arrived from America to our shores before, but this is the first time refined fuel in terms of petrol, diesel, maybe jet fuel is coming to Australia. And I've never seen any of these shipments come, for a long time. So it's, I guess we're kind of running out of, supply options coming from Asia.